Let's get back to these miserably married men, because CGA called this out. CGA called this out. Check this out. I've been telling you about the quagmire, the quandary in our relationship marketplace. The men that have been violating what's going on in the relationship marketplace. We are hearing from the single men. The single men have been representing themselves in various forms. Frustrated single men that are simps, single men that are red pill, single men that are blue pill. We got a wide variety of topics covered by single men. We hear from the single women brigade. These women are single. They believe they have a lot to offer, and they're telling you guys what you should be doing. We hear from the married women how great their marriage is, how miserable their marriage is, how they're not happy. Yeah. I'm not happy. But you realize the men that we're not hearing from, the one group we don't hear enough from, are married men. And I've been challenging married men for years, telling them they should speak up more. They should be more honest. They should be more forthcoming about their realities. But unfortunately, married men have a lot to lose if they came on the internet and told men the realities of marriage. Why? Because they can lose their wife. Their wife can say, wait a minute, you're going on the internet telling these men, well, I'm going to divorce you. I'm going to take your kids. You're going to lose everything you work for. How dare you? How dare you tell these men the realities of marriage? Well, the married men that we tend to hear from and acknowledge are the Matt Walshes. Are the men like that marble sounding, that man that sounds like he got marbles in his mouth. I can't remember his name. He's a black guy, Tony Gaskins. All right, he talks like he got a whole set of marbles in his mouth, but all the women listen to him because these men pander to women. Oh, marriage is great. I don't respect the man if he ain't married. But then when men do voice their opinions about marriage, it is often a man that has been divorced. Oh, well, you just hurt. Those are the only married men we hear. It is the men that have been divorced. So these men get dismissed. But the men that are miserable in their marriage, oh boy, they don't get to say nothing. And anytime you meet one, they'd be like, all right, how's your marriage? Oh, it's great. I don't want to sleep on the couch. I don't want to be in the doghouse. All right, I don't want to have to give up my man cave. They don't talk. And it's very rarely that you hear them speaking some truth. And if you hear them speaking some truth, well, that's just you. All right, it ain't everybody else. You will hear a lot of women jump on here and say, I'm happily married. I'm happily married. We got a happy marriage. And then ask the husband, that ninja be like, oh, yeah. Okay. And then you hear about stepdads, men that marry later in life. I married the love of my life. I've been waiting for 20 years for her, and I finally watched her get the brakes beat off for her for 20 years, and I finally got the love of my life. You hear about these married men. You don't hear about the men that are miserable, but we're going to now show you what's really happening to married men. Oh, yeah. So video number one is going to be this woman right here. Hold on for a second. It's going to be this woman right here. Let's put her up here. So here she goes right here. Let me go ahead and refresh her screen. There she is right here. You see her on the screen there. She looks married. Let's see what she's about to say.
All right, I'm going to start this by saying I love my husband. And then I'm also going to add that he has no idea this account exists. I intentionally never told him about this because, and if this sounds like you in a minute, make sure you're following my account because there will be more like this. I am more myself on social media than I am in my marriage.
I'm not happy. All right, she got what she wanted. Now she out here saying, well, she putting on the show. She's acting for her husband. I'm more me on social media than I am in my marriage. Ninja, this is a whole L. This is a whole L, Ninja. All right, let's continue.
And I think it's because I have been growing more than he has.
There you go right there. All right, I've changed. Ye old bait and switch. I know I'll play the whole video without the interruption. Ye old bait and switch. Z marriage wheel. So it's a wrap for this ninja. It's over. All right, the marriage is done. They're just holding on and wasting time at this point. Okay, so she can't even be who she is in her marriage, but she's going to put this ninja through the most miserable next 4 or 5 years of his life. I've grown apart. I've developed into a new person. I want to go back to these streets.
In these streets.
I want to go hoe out. I'm acting. Anytime she has sex with this man, she's acting. She does not want to give this man any sex. I've been revealing this for a long time. Haven't I been saying this? A woman will be up under you 4, 5, 6, 10 years. And every time you have sex with her, she don't intend to divorce for it. She's just transacting. She's just transacting sex. That's all she's doing, guys. Just letting you know. She's just doing prostitute activity. Let's continue.
And so we're not really lining up right now. So I created this account, so that I could find more people to create that empowering community that want to pursue passions and self-growth and all that fucking floofy shit.
Yeah, that floofy shit. My feelings.
It's all the shit that we really need, though.
Yeah, we really need it. All right? You're not going to get it if you divorce your husband, by the way. It's all in your head. I want that floofy shit. You know what your husband wants? Some horny shit. He ain't getting it, though. All right, but she wants flowers and floofy shit and feelings and cuddles, and that's not what marriage is. But let's continue.
But either way, I digress. I created this account for that growth, for that safe space, and I started gravitating towards accounts that do it too. Recovering alcoholics, not that I am one, but I love people who share that.
Yeah.
People who share their divorce stories. We're not heading to divorce, but I love that because it is so relatable to so many people, and I want to be that for other people as well.
Yeah, she about to head to divorce. And if she listening to divorce stories, it's over. By the way, divorce is contagious. So if you know people that are getting divorced, highly likely you're going to get divorced too. It's a wrap.
Well, because I know I've got some relatable shit in my marriage, and that's what I'm going to be talking about next.
Investment phase is over.
So make sure you follow and hang in there.
Hang in there. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what's calling her? I'm going to tell you what's calling her.
In these streets.
Them streets are calling. Marriage will confirmed. It's a wrap. Hit the bell on these ninjas. Marriage will confirm. All right. So she's on her way to the divorce. All right. That's coming in. It's just a matter of time. She's just got to figure out how much time how many assets she wants to accumulate. This woman's gone. She's emotionally divorced. Now, she didn't give a reason why. She just said she wants floofy shit. She didn't say he was a bad guy. Remember, you don't need to be a bad guy to get a divorce. So she's on the internet as a whole different person, whole different personality, and her husband don't know. Again, I tell you, the husband is last to know. Meanwhile, he got to go get the Jergens and go to OnlyFans. We're going to talk about this in a minute here because that's coming up as the main event. So she gone already. This woman's emotionally divorced, but he's the last to know. CGA undefeated, ninja. I'm undefeated with it. The husband is last to know. Let me play the whole thing in total without interruption for you guys. Here we go.
Keep going. All right, I'm going to start this by saying I love my husband. And then I'm also going to add that he has no idea this account exists. I intentionally never told him about this because, and if this sounds like you in a minute, make sure you're following my account because there will be more like this. I am more myself on social media than I am in my marriage. And I think it's because I have been growing more than he has. And so we're not really lining up right now. So I created this account, so that I could find more people to create that empowering community that want to pursue passions and self-growth and all that fucking floofy shit. It's all the shit that we really need, though. But either way, I digress. I created this account for that growth, for that safe space, and I started gravitating towards accounts that do it too. Recovering alcoholics, not that I am one, but I love people who share that. People who share their divorce stories. We're not heading to divorce, but I love that because it is so relatable to so many people, and I want to be that for other people as well because I know I've got some relatable shit in my marriage, and that's what I'm going to be talking about next. So make sure you follow and hang in there. Keep going.
I'm not happy. All right, look at that house. I see a walk-in closet in the back. I see a nice bedroom, painted walls. Ninja, everything but the crown molding, Ninja, time. And now time to break this shit up right here. Break up the party.
Straight jacket.
Break up the party, Ninja. All right, let me get my shit right now. Let me see if I could go. What happens? She looks like she's in her 40s. 50s is around the corner. She wants to see and test the market. Now I want to see if this is the last guy. Is this the best I can do? Let me go back out there and let me see what hypergamy look like. I think I can go out there and get me a better deal before I hit the wall. All right, before it's a wrap. Before I hit that, let me see what's out here. Testing the market. High ceilings. What I tell you, man, this is indicative. They get what they want. What do they call this in the marriage wheel right here? The investment stage is over. The investment phase is over. There's no more houses to buy. There's no more vacations. She already done took them. There's no more kids. The kids are getting grown. They're at least 5 years old to 12. Okay, they're been paid for. We got the college fund. We got the retirement fund. We got that shit socked away. We got the investment account. Now bait and switch. CGA undefeated. Let me know, man. I done put this shit out here since 2018. And the way I say it is not the way you hear it when women say it. They say it all soft. And they put the little acoustic guitar and the piano in the background and shit. And I do this and I feel that. And now we're not aligned together. This is all the marriage wheel. That's all that is. So the bait and switch is not going to come like a hammer. It's going to come passively aggressively. And she's going to say, live, love, pray. We're not aligned. And I want to discover myself. I lost myself. All right. It's going to sound like this. And then you're like, honey, we can work it out. But guys are in marriages like this right now. Guys are in marriage. This is what I'm saying. I'm proving this. There's men that are married in marriages just like this. And when you ask him, he don't even know. He's the last to know. He's not even aware of it. He's like, my wife seems to be happy. She even says, he doesn't know this side of me. I'm more this on the internet than I am in my marriage. This is me. In my marriage, I'm putting on the act. So men think their wife is happy until blindsided. You're hearing it right now. You're hearing it in real time. He don't even know. He's going to work. He's taking care of the kids. He's doing chores. And he thinks she's happy. And she's, hi, honey. Every now and then she'll lie on her back. He'll bust a nut. Oh, thank you, baby. She'll get up, walk off, clean off, take a piss, and go back with her little tablet. And she pissed the entire time. And she gonna hit this ninja right over the head. I've been preaching this for years. Thank God for social media that we have examples to give. How about this one right here? How about this one right here? Steaming. This woman's going to be, this is the competitive nature of women, right? This is a married woman. This is a married woman. Why are men miserable in their marriage? Why are men going on OnlyFans? We're going to talk about this. This is a wife. This is a plain Jane, plumper. This is an average American housewife. Listen close.
I need to know how many other people experience this. My husband makes more money than me, and so people tell me how lucky I am to have him all the time. But no one tells him how lucky he is to have me. Like, he's a really good partner, but so am I. But I feel like nobody recognizes that. Do other people experience this? Like the person who makes more money is the one that is more valued in the relationship? Y'all let me know. I need to know how many.
Hey, it's over. It's over, ninja.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay, this is the competitive wife. This is the competitive wife. Thoughtin' and plotting. My feelings. Hey, wait. I'm not happy. I'm not getting recognition. Nobody's telling me X, Y, and Z. Oh, they think he's the breadwinner and I'm the submissive. Nobody cares about me. I'm not happy. And then she's going to go find a bull in a ring. A ninja going to smash her and hit that bottom, and then divorce coming. I'm not happy. Insatiable. This woman just can't live at what they call, she can't live and let live. She can't leave shit alone. Women always thinking and overthinking and thoughting and plotting. So this is going to be a divorce. This is going to be a divorce, guys. It's going to be a divorce. She's jealous of the husband. Now she's going to compete against the husband. Then she's going to say, nobody does this. Now, let me tell you where she is right now for the women here. On this, she's on the marriage wheel. All right. So again, the husband thinks he has a happy marriage, but every time he penetrates and has intercourse with his wife, this is what she thinks of him. She's going to blame him for how other people are responding to her. You don't appreciate me and nobody appreciates me, but she's on the marriage wheel. Okay. So what she's going to do now, what's happening now? The connection phase. They've had the dates, the travel, the extravagance, the connection. She's got all that attention in phase number 1, top right. So she got to, get the dates and get the trips and the rewards and the connection and the intimacy, engagement, wedding planning, all of that shit. Constant attention on her. Phase number 2, constant attention on her. Buy the house she wants. Get the car she wants. What do you want, honey? Yes, dear. Kid number 1. Kid number 2. Kid number 3. Picking the school. Granny comes to see her. Hey, come, let me see my grandkids. This goes on for 5 to 10 years. Then by the time that wanes, all the attention stops. Wait a minute. The kids are older now. Nobody cares about these punk ass kids. Nobody wants to see these punk ass kids. Nobody wants to babysit them. They're now 8, 10, 12. Keep them kids away from me. They crazy. 14, 16. You already got the house. The house is 10 years old, 5 years old. It ain't the new shit no more. It's time to get a new car. Our budget doesn't call for it no more. There's no more weddings. There's no more engagement. There's no more trap. So the investment stage has been fulfilled. Now there's no more attention. Hey, how come nobody cares about me no more? How come nobody acknowledges me no more? Here's the bait and switch. The husband's at work trying to pay off all the shit and the debt they've accumulated to give these kids the best life they possibly can. And she's sitting up here going, hey, ain't nobody acknowledging me. Nobody's giving me credit. Husband ain't doing no more. He ain't home no more. What's going on? I can work too. I can earn money too. Then she starts competing with the husband. All right, I can contribute too. And then she starts to value her contribution as financial. I want to financially contribute. Then she's going to go to her husband and like, nah, I'm not a stay-at-home mom no more. I want to go to work so I can show that I can financially contribute. Guys, this shit is too predictable at this point. Or she might have an affair. Or she might start becoming an alcoholic. Or she might claim she's depressed. Then just to get the attention back on her. I'm depressed. I'm postpartum depressed. I have alcoholism. Help me. Help me. I want to delete myself. So she starts to get the attention. Remember, attention, whether positive or negative, is attention for her. So she wants to take attention from him, and she might say she's dealing with depression. She needs help. I need recovery. I need friends. I want to go out and go to girls' nights out. I want to get a male personal trainer. She starts to then do this shit, right? It's just predictable. All the while, guess what happens? The man is in a miserable marriage. He's miserable because it seems like he can do no right, even though when he's doing as right as he possibly can. As right as he possibly can. But he's not getting any intimacy. He keeps getting the goalpost moved because she's in her head. Remember, all of her problems of the two women are self-inflicted. Both of them acknowledge that it was in their head. It wasn't the guy. It wasn't that he wasn't there. It wasn't that he wasn't doing chores. It wasn't, they're just saying, I feel, I feel, I. And then the guy has to play fucking guessing games. What do you need now? And then he gives it to her. She still says, I'm not happy. Then she moves over here. Then she moves over here. And it's whack-a-mole. What does the husband do, man? Fuck this shit. But he can't divorce her. He can't divorce her. And he's not getting any good sex because she pities him. She doesn't look at him with respect because every time she says something, he jumps and does it. And then he sits back like Matt Walsh smoking a cigar. My wife's happy. Okay. All right, just wait. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And this is how passively divorce can hit you over the head. Just like that. Just like that. Why? Because she's saying other people don't see her value. Watch this. Is it only me? I need to know how many other people experience this. Well, there you go. Look at all these long ass paragraphs. All these women. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, me too. Me too, girl. This is not just you. This is internalized misogyny. Yeah, man, it's a wrap. I think that's a culture. Look at this. This is patriarchy. This is patriarchy. Now, let me say this. This is one of the reasons why women and wives have historically been kept away from the world when they get married. Now, we do live in matriarchy now. This is why when women got married, they kept them inside the fucking house. Nah, don't. You can't go out here. Why? Single women, Jezebels, the lifestyle, having fun, the streets, the club, the party, work. This is why. No, you can't go to work because you have too many outside influences, and these women cannot beat these outside influences. They can't beat them. Eventually, they're going to succumb. And they're going to come back home looking at you sleeping, and they'll be pissed. I've seen a college professor ruin a wife in a marriage. Meanwhile, that college professor was married and still married to this day. But she was infecting and infesting a woman, and that woman in turn turned on her husband. All along, that same college professor still married. Right? That outside influence. See, check this out right here.
Other people experience this. My husband makes more money than me, and so people tell me how lucky I am to have him all the time. But no one tells him how lucky he is to have me. Like, he's a really good partner, but so am I.
First of all, she's lying. She's lying, guys. Nobody tells him how lucky he is to have her. You're lying, ma'am. I'm pretty sure he's told you and everybody else has told her and you. You're lying. But here's the thing. You probably need to stop looking like you eat pork rinds for breakfast and get your shit in shape. But, you're only going to do that after the divorce. But when you actually have a steady diet of pork rinds, I don't know what to tell you. If you enjoyed this clip, check me out on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel for the best morning live stream every weekday. And of course, we're back for the evening live streams as well. Check out the times and the featured channels on this channel right here. And also the links are in the description box. I will see you there.
New world order.